The bayfront location can play a part in the pleasure-arousal dominance hypothesis. A pleasing environment can cause positive arousal, which affects location. The location of the Sheraton Erie bayfront increases the business due to the determinism of the location. The location can also affect the preference model. Engaging the view in the design allows for those preferring the location to have a well-rounded experience. Attention restoration theory plays a role on how one can engage effortlessly within a space through recognizable activity. For instance, dining areas in hotels are set up with a certain amount of tables and chairs compared to the lobby, which may have different types of chairs set up in different arrangements. Focal points can be the placement of windows, televisions, or other accessories around a room to draw one's attention. Lynch's elements can affect how the location of points can determine where we travel as well as where we rest. The Courtyard Marriott location is near the interstate, making it easier to locate when traveling through the area. The hotel itself can be seen as a landmark. The road traveling towards the hotel is a path, and the edges can be seen as the sidewalks or small gardens within close proximity of the hotel. Near the hotel is a popular indoor water park, which for many can be considered a known, which is a well-known point. Stimulation theory can be caused by loaded environments. High load or loaded environments often cause overstimulation. Everyone's perception is different, and how much intake of stimulation one can have is determined by their previous experiences. Affordances also have an effect on hotel environments. For instance, lobbies in hotels often have a variety of surfaces and textures to allow many to relate to the function of the environmental features. Arrangements of the surfaces and furniture can show comfort within a space. The preference model is often used in restaurants because people prefer engaging scenes when they go out. Coherence can be seen in the colors and furniture used to organize the space. Legibility is the way one categorizes the space and can be seen through the cashier area of Panera Bread. Both complexity and mystery can be seen within the blue tilted roof above the dining area, which Panera Bread has created in many of their restaurants. Panera has many different aspects of control. For instance, seating is an important factor in design and can control the location of where someone sits. The restaurant has both indoor and outdoor seating. By being able to have an option to choose can affect the choice of a restaurant. Panera is a very successful franchise because of personal control as well as pleasing aesthetics. The problematic lens model involves one's perception. Panera Bread focuses on certain stimuli. The design of the exterior plays a role on what is recognized on the interior of the building. The color scheme of the restaurant is identical to many. All the colors are calming and coordinate with each other as well as the layout of the space. The social learning theories plays a big part on how one behaves in restaurants or even at the dinner table. The way we react around others is determined by how we are taught to do things. We learn from our surroundings by socially interacting with others. The pleasure-arousal dominance hypothesis can affect where we sit. A comp space or a space with a TV can cause areas to be secluded in decision-making. Egan Dining Hall plays a role through the preference model. Kaplan and Kaplan's framework on this theory incorporates the organization we use to identify with the environment. Coherence is used through different foods at Egan to benefit the preference of the person who is in a given location. Legibility is how the food is organized into different locations. Complexity ties in with the variety of options at the buffet-style dining center. Mystery can be incorporated into the seating areas. For example, the cafe has plush seating as well as small tables, and the main seating areas have different shapes and sizes of tables. The stimulation theory can be incorporated in the difference of design in each area of target. For instance, the main color incorporated in the store's design is red. By making red the primary color, branding can affect the type of arousal that occurs. Separate departments in the store can also affect our stimuli, especially through color choice. The stimulation theories can be drawn from collative properties as well. Separate entities of one environment easily join nature as one. Collative properties are based on novelty, incongruity, complexity, surprise, hedonic tone, as well as uncertainty arousal. The integration theory is described within different elements involving the environment. The global environment is categorized as a department store due to the variety and size of the store. Instigators are seen within the sections. For example, stimuli can occur when someone finds what they are looking for within a certain section. Goal objects and noxians may be the clutter of certain areas, such as the dressing room. Supports and constraints are involved in the types of shelving systems used in the aisles. For example, the height of the shelf can affect how someone may obtain an item. Shorter people can sometimes have more constraints. However, if aisles are supported with assistance as well as a grabbing hook, a customer may feel more comfortable with shopping in a certain area. Directors are in signs as well as aisles in categories as well. The elements of legibility can be seen within the area and how it affects customers choosing areas to shop. For instance, the highway can have a major impact on the location. Different locations affect the environmental legibility. Paths can be seen as the highway. Edges are the areas around the paths to show the proximity of the building. The district can be seen as the bank near the Walmart in Erie. Notes can be seen in the front entrances, and the landmark can be the sign when entering. Attention restoration theory relates to the effortless a space can create that impacts what others do in an area. Calmness in areas allows for the restoration to occur. When Walmart draws attention from one thing to another, the action must come across as being unrealized yet organized. Behavioral settings theory can be seen in different aisles at Walmart. When engaging in the toy department, the behavior can come across cluttered to adults but pleasing to children. Grocery aisles are often organized by different varieties or groups of food suitable for adults to shop as easy as well as efficient. For instance, if one type of bread was located by the poultry section and another was located by the pasta, a customer searching for bread might not feel as if options are available due to the needs of only searching for bread. Categorizing items evokes particular patterns in the space. The integration theory is used in transportation for comfort, especially on long journeys. The global atmosphere of the environment on the train is categorized as a transportation system for the common people. Instigators on the train are often dictated by the people who can cause calmness or disruption. Noxians can be caused by safety issues. Many Amtrak stations do not have security checks, which may produce unpleasant feeling for the concern of safety. Supports and constraints restrict behavior in seating areas. For instance, travelers who are on the train for a longer period of time have nicer areas to relax and separated from short trips. This can be seen in planes as well, with the supports and constraints of first class compared to coach seating. Directors are seen in the aisles, signs, and doors. The control theory is seen through seating as well as location. For instance, every seating underneath the window on Amtrak trains has electronic plug-ins. Many seats that are closer to the door are often not used in the winter because of how much colder it can get. There are also lights above that can control the amount of lighting in a particular seat. Affordances are recognizable scenes. The seating can control the posture by the different features. Knobs, buttons, as well as the folding arms are recognizable and an example to those who travel or even have adjustable furniture in their own home.